Cheers. No pipe today. It's Drew the Shed, now turning to Drew the Brew, I suppose. What am I drinking? I'm drinking some Murphy's Stout, a wonderful stout from Ireland. It comes in a can with a widget because it is not carbonated. Well, it is carbonated, but not with CO2. It is carbonated with nitrogen for a stout, which is a far superior carbonation. It is the same thing when you get a Guinness in a can. It comes with a little widget in there. Beers with a widget in a can, do not drink them out of the can. Pour them in a glass and enjoy them, please, if you intend to enjoy beer like this. Because if you do not, it is not great. It is not to its full potential. I actually prefer this to Guinness. I know some people will say that's sacrilege or something better than Guinness. Yes, there is something better than Guinness. There is something much better than Guinness. Murphy's Irish Stout. Now, why am I not smoking a pipe? Why am I in the bedroom? It looks like I'm inside of a tree house because there's wood paneling in my bedroom and I am sitting at my desk. Well, folks, Montana has some strange weather. It was 10 degrees this morning when I woke up and went to Mass, and it is going to be reaching 40 degrees. But in the meantime, it is about 25, 30 degrees outside. I don't want to sit outside in that. And because my knees are that of a 75-year-old, drastic temperature changes really make my knees hurt. And I don't particularly choose to be outside in such weather. So just staying inside today, enjoying a nice pint. Do I have a message for you? Yeah, I do. You know, I think we should always be looking out for the opportunities to give to other people. No, I got a Slively chair here. And I think so many times we just get trapped in the hustle and bustle and we forget that there are those that are less fortunate than us. And unfortunately, they just end up, the opportunity to give just ends up being passed by because we're so caught up in our own lives that we fail to look for it. And it's really quite unfortunate because I think with us, if you're in the United States, or any other first world country for that matter, we have so much that our opportunities to give are quite great. And we may think, I don't have enough money because of, cost of living, and I get it. Cost of living is high. I live in an area where cost of living is rather high, and expenses can be rather high, I understand. But it can be as simple as getting a can of food at the grocery store when you go to the grocery store and giving it to the local food bank. I know that usually a can of beans is under $1. And let's say you give a can of beans per week, or however much, every other week. And though it may not be what we think of as a meal, to someone it is still a viable meal, sadly enough. Or, opportunities like, my wife this morning, we were standing in the checkout line, and the grocery store we go to, it's a bag your own groceries. And she offered to help the gentleman in front of us bag his groceries. It doesn't take much. It's just simple random things. When you go to get your oil changed. Offer to give $5 so the guys there can, go buy a soda. It doesn't take much. And it doesn't, someone in need, we typically think of, they're impoverished and they're on the streets and it's cold. And everyone I know has a particular need. It's not just those poor and impoverished. Everybody has a need. And everybody, at some point in their lives, will need somebody to lean on. I have, and I know I will in the future. I've helped people through difficult situations. There are so many opportunities that we have afforded to ourselves just to give. Even if it's not that much, we have a lot of opportunities to give. And so with that, until I see you again, be kind and good to each other. Cheers.